Alright guys, so it's 3:45 a.m. We got a 4:15 a.m. flight out of Tbilisi. We're going to Riga, the land of Porzingis. So we're stopping in Riga. We're going to be getting on a train, going back to Tallinn to see our friends there before moving on to Copenhagen, stopping in Iceland on the way back, and then finally back to New York. So I actually didn't sleep. I just decided to stay up. I went to the baths last night, had a nice dinner, and I was just kind of chilling back in my apartment. I didn't think it made sense to sleep, given that I was going to have to get up at 2:30, 2:45 to make it over here anyway. So hopefully we'll sleep on the plane. We have about a 3.5 hour flight ahead of us. Alright guys, so we made it to Riga. It's 7:48 a.m. local time, so it's an hour back from when we were in Tbilisi. I'm really tired. It's pretty cold out. It's kind of drizzling a little bit. The weather's pretty dreary, but train station is behind the camera right now. I'll show you guys. So the train leaves in like 3 hours, so we're just gonna chill for now. I kind of have some like indigestion too. I'm not really feeling super well. Didn't sleep at all on the plane, so hopefully I can just sleep on the train. So yeah, we're going up to Tallinn. But yeah, it was a really good time in Tbilisi. I enjoyed it, and I'm missing the weather right now. It was like a 3.5 hour flight, and the weather's like night and day different here. But yeah, from what I can see, it seems like, you know, it's a Monday morning. Everyone's going to work. Everyone's kind of doing their thing. Haven't really seen too much of the city, but there's a lot of old streetcars and stuff here, so it is pretty interesting to see that, you know, a lot of the Soviet era stuff. So we're gonna go into the train station. I'm gonna get some breakfast, get some tea, usually like herbal tea or something usually helps me when I have indigestion. And then we're just gonna chill and then hopefully be able to sleep on the train up to Tallinn. Pretty tired. Alright guys, so we're leaving Riga, so we're taking the train to Valga, which is just across the border in Estonia. And then once we get there, we actually transfer onto another train and make our way up to Tallinn. It's still raining, it's still cold, I'm still tired, so I'm definitely taking a nap on the train. Hey guys, so sorry there hasn't been too many updates today, but we did make it to Tallinn. We are in our Airbnb now. I've just been super tired. I kind of slept a little bit here and there on the train. So we went to Valga, which is in southern Estonia on the border of Latvia. So you had to transfer trains there. All in all, we ended up getting here at like 5:30. So I think the train was like 5 hours, 5.5 hours. So not the worst, but we made it in. This is our Airbnb. It's actually really nice, and it's nice this time that it's actually, you know, my own room and I'm not getting locked in with those women, which is what happened previously when I was here like 9 days ago or whatever. But we're back tonight. We're just gonna hang out with some friends that we met in Tallinn. It's about a 15-minute walk to the old town. We're kind of a little bit more on the outskirts now, but this Airbnb was like $30 for the night, so it's a really good deal. I'm really tired at the same time, so I need to go to bed at a reasonable time because we are going to Copenhagen tomorrow. That's going to be one of the last legs of our trip. Copenhagen for one day, and then we fly back to New York. En route to New York, we're actually going to be stopping in Reykjavik, Iceland, which is where we stopped coming over from New York as well. However, on the way over, it was only for an hour and a half, the layover. This time, it's going to be for 8.5 hours. So we're actually going to have the opportunity to get out and explore. Just wanted to give you guys an update. Chilling here, the weather's really nice actually, so I'm going to try to get outside. Alright guys, so we made it to Copenhagen. The weather is super nice today. It's like 70, 71 degrees with a nice breeze, not too hot. After being in Georgia in the heat in Batumi and in Tbilisi, it's kind of nice just to be able to cool off. The weather was super nice in Tallinn yesterday as well. It's kind of funny as well, now that I'm a little bit further west in Europe, I'm actually seeing Americans again for the first time in my trip, apart from that one girl that I met when I was in Tbilisi who's volunteering in Ukraine. But it was kind of nice to be away from Americans for so long. And then, of course, as I was at the baggage claim, there was a flight that was coming from the States, and it was like all older American people. I don't know if they were doing a Baltic cruise or something like that, but I'm taking the train into the city, so the train only takes about 25 minutes. Check into my Airbnb, and then I'm going to be doing some sightseeing today. I hear Copenhagen is a very beautiful city, especially in the summer, so we're going to get a little boat tour action going on. So we made it outside. I actually just picked up some lunch. I picked up a couple falafel pitas from my little neighborhood here. Just chilling in the park now, so we're gonna eat these, and then head over to kind of the central area of the city. There's Lime scooters right over there, which I actually use all the time. Even in Hoboken now, they have them in a lot of the different cities, and you guys probably have seen them featured in a few of my different videos. So we're gonna hop on a couple of those, or one of those. I don't know why I said a couple, as if you guys were coming with us, and head over to the downtown area just after we eat here. Alright, so we just finished with the boat tour. It's pretty interesting. We went around a lot of the different canals around Copenhagen. Honestly, it's a beautiful city now that I've been to 3 of the main Scandinavian cities. I've been to Helsinki, I've been to Stockholm, I've been to Copenhagen. And so far, just on aesthetics and appearance, I think I like Copenhagen the best by far. It's like incredibly beautiful all at the same time. I was in Stockholm in November, so it's kind of, you know, Copenhagen in June is always going to be better than Stockholm in November, you know, even if Stockholm is a good city. But I'm just kind of walking around right now. It's like 5:30 p.m. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go find a nice place to sit down and relax and kind of just take in the rest of the day. The quality of life also seems very high as well. You know, Copenhagen and Denmark is, you know, a city and a country that has done very well financially, and everyone seems very happy. Everyone's got big smiles on their faces, and why would you not when, you know, you're in a place that's this beautiful and the weather's as nice as it is today. Again, it's like probably like 74 degrees, extremely sunny, and the sun doesn't go down until like after 10 p.m. and it's just really interesting to see this when you compare it to Republic of Georgia where I am. Everything is very orderly here. Everyone's riding their bikes around, everyone's just kind of smiling, taking it at a very leisurely pace, whereas in the Republic of Georgia, and kind of reminded me as well of a little bit of Morocco and my travels there in the past, everything's very chaotic, everyone's jumping around. You know, there's a lot of tourists that are going there now, and it's kind of a new thing, so everyone's trying to get, you know, do this tour, do this, do that, and it's very hectic. And you know, it's definitely very, very different from that here. It's very chilled, very relaxed. Everyone's kind of smiling, doing their thing at their own pace, and pretty much just enjoying themselves on this beautiful day. Alright guys, so I'm headed back to the apartment now. It's like 8:15. I kind of just walked around the downtown area near all the canals earlier today. Got a little takeaway pizza that I just enjoyed. Pretty good, it was like a flatbread. So now I'm gonna go back. Gotta get up early tomorrow. 8:15 a.m. flight, stopping in Iceland for 8 hours before we go back to New York. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I feel like I've been getting sleep intermittently during this trip. Like I get, you know, 10 hours one night, and then I would get 2 hours 3 nights in a row. So I definitely need to catch up on sleep, but really enjoyed Copenhagen. It's a beautiful city. If you guys can go in the summer in the future, I definitely recommend it. Definitely my favorite city here in Scandinavia. So many bikes. The thing that I noticed that I wanted to call out is the fact that it doesn't look like that anyone, or most people at least, lock their bikes. If you look here, they're literally just sitting here. I mean, like, if you did that in New York, that wouldn't work at all. If you did that in most American cities. So it seems what the Danish are doing is getting really, really close to the utopian society that a lot of people have talked about. Standard of living is very high. Everyone seems very happy. It's really, really an incredible place, and unlike anywhere I've been. Alright guys, so we're at Copenhagen Airport. It's like 7:30 a.m. I slept 6 hours, so I'm really tired again. We have a very long day of travel ahead of us. We're getting into New York at 7 p.m. local time with a 7.5 layover in Reykjavik, Iceland. Hey guys, so we made it from Copenhagen to Iceland, Reykjavik, except not really Reykjavik because the main international airport is like an hour to an hour and a half drive slash like a 2.5 hour bus ride because the bus makes multiple stops over from the main downtown area. We're going to walk to this town, which is like an hour walk, just the closest town to the airport because I'm here for 7 hours. I want to see a little bit of Iceland if we're here. It's actually right on the coast as well, so maybe we can get some interesting shots of the ocean. I'm gonna get some lunch over there because it's like, oh, it's 1:20. What does that mean? It's 1:20 somewhere. My watch never actually updates the time zones. I've been moving across so many. So it's 10:20. Okay, so it's 1:20 in Helsinki slash Tallinn, 2:20 in Tbilisi and Batumi in Georgia, and it's 10:20 here, and then 11:20 or no, 12:20 in Copenhagen. So we're moving across the time zones here today. We got a far walk. There's literally no one else walking out here right now. It's pretty cold. It's like 52 degrees Fahrenheit, but I'm kind of embracing it. A lot of changing climates. We went from 90 degrees, you know, in Batumi and Tbilisi up into the 40s, up in the mountains, and back into the Nordic countries again, and it got cold. So we're walking over now. Just going on this like road. There's like a path, so we'll see what's in the town. So last I checked in with you, I was going into the town. I got some food, got that taken care of. It's probably cheaper than the airport, which was a good thing. And now I have to head back over to the airport because we have about 2 hours till our flight leaves, and it again was a pretty far walk. It was like at least an hour. It was like 45 minutes to an hour to get over here. So it really wasn't too much in the town, to be completely honest. It was a nice little town. There's a nice view. You can see out into the ocean off of some cliffs. Although it's my first time in Iceland, I've heard it's very beautiful. There's probably plenty of beautiful spots like that throughout the country, but nonetheless, it was still pretty nice to see. So we're heading back over to the airport now. I would say if you guys have a chance and you don't really want to spend money to go into Reykjavik, if you have a layover at the airport here in Iceland, I'd recommend walking over to this town. It didn't cost me anything, as opposed to paying $50 for the bus that didn't even run that frequently, or $100 each way for a cab. I was like, not about that. Wasn't going to do it. So if you guys are ever in Reykjavik, or you're flying Iceland Air and you have a 7-hour layover, I definitely recommend stopping by in this town. It's definitely something to pass the time, and better than just sitting around in the airport terminal. Alright guys, so we're making our way back over to the airport now. Time to go back to New York, back to the day-to-day for the time being. But I really hope that you guys did enjoy following along on my European journey with me through Eastern Europe, starting in Helsinki, going to Tallinn, going to Kiev, going across the entire country of Georgia, a quick stop in Copenhagen, and even quicker stop in Iceland here. But I really had a good time, so thank you again for following along. It's going to be the first of many journeys to come over the upcoming years. I'm very excited about what the future holds, and I hope that you guys are as well. So if you guys did enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, continue to hit the bell, stay up to date with the latest and greatest content here on Awaken Atlas. I'm going to be continuing to upload these videos, and I kind of have some ideas in the works for what could be coming over the next months and years. I don't want to give away all the secrets, but there's a lot of really interesting things that are going to be coming on this channel, so continue to follow along. Follow me on social media. I post on Instagram all the time whenever I'm traveling. For those of you that do follow me on there, always posting on my Instagram stories, so you can kind of stay up to date and see what I'm kind of up to, because I do travel a lot. And then the links to that, as well as my Facebook and Twitter, you can find those in the description below. So until next time, thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope you have a great day.